Welcome to the circus of value. Come back when you get some money, buddy.
This is an NFT created by the same digital artist who sold a piece for $69 million, and I couldn't have hoped for a more appropriate symbol for the state of the NFT marketplace. You see, we 100% called it, ladies and gentlemen. NFT sales have fallen 92% since their peak in September of last year, and the market is collapsing. This is coming to absolutely no one's surprise except for the overzealous investors, crypto bros, brands, celebrities, and game publishers who've been peddling their own agendas. Non-fungible tokens have been marketed to the public as essentially being ownership certificates for digital art that imbue them with demonstrable scarcity. However, let me repeat the same thing I said when we first started discussing NFTs. The most important thing to understand about NFTs is that the only thing unique about them is the token itself, not the digital file it's attached to. This means that the file itself, which is often used on websites to promote the sale of the NFT, is replicated ad infinitum on the computers of everyone who visits the listing webpage. The only thing the NFT ultimately really signifies is that one person has paid for a digital file that everyone else has already received a version of for free. This is great if the buyer simply wants to support the artist or the previous owner of the same NFT, but as an investment it's virtually useless, as the NFT will come with no copyrights, and the owner will not be able to prevent others from copying, distributing, modifying, or publicly displaying said content. People touting the technology constantly compare owning an NFT to owning Leonardo da Vinci's Mona Lisa portrait, because there's only one of those in the world, right? However, the difference is that if the Mona Lisa were an NFT, everyone interested in it would be able to acquire an identical copy with the same paint, brushstrokes, and canvas as the original for free. Over the past few years, the NFT marketplace has devolved into little more than a pyramid scheme, where the only people really making money are the crypto bros at the top, who spend significant resources artificially inflating the prices while convincing everyone else to invest and often ultimately lose their money in the process. While a chunk of the money invested in NFTs has come from speculators who accept a certain amount of risk and are better prepared to be able to afford to lose their investment, the unfortunate side of NFTs comes from countless digital artists who have been convinced to invest in paying marketplace services to sell their artwork. You see, putting your digital art up for sale isn't as simple as registering an account and uploading your artwork. There are one-time fees pertaining to setting up your account that can run into hundreds of dollars, and then there are recurring fees relating to virtually every adjustment made to the data on the Ethereum blockchain. These fees collectively add billions of dollars worth of value into the overall marketplace. This entire system is promoted through crypto marketplace websites that constantly showcase the most popular NFTs which sell for thousands of dollars, while ignoring the fact that the vast majority of NFTs never sell, even many of those from the most popular artists. The fine art world is notorious for being opaque, with little regulation that allows con artists and criminals to engage in money laundering and tax evasion schemes. However, the United States and Europe have both recently clamped down on these illegal activities within the fine art market. And so with cryptocurrencies being so loosely regulated and more importantly anonymous, it's not at all surprising that we're seeing the same criminal behavior migrate to the digital art world. Coincidentally, the clearest demonstration that we've had that senior executives at top video game publishers are solely interested in conning us out of our money is that every major publisher in the video gaming space have jumped at the chance to invest in the implementation of NFT services within their video games. While some, like Activision and Electronic Arts, have been cautious to pull the trigger due to the backlash from gamers, even they have openly discussed their interest in implementing the technology into their products. Although few went as far as Ubisoft, who created their Quartz platform to allow players to sell their in-game items for cryptocurrency. At best, this devolves their games into being little more than pay-to-win experiences, and at worst is attempting to con gamers into giving up significant amounts of their time spent in-game in order to acquire the items for little to no financial reward. What's even more crazy when you think about it is that Ubisoft has seemingly put more effort into their NFT platform than they have into actually releasing games over the last couple of years. Amid the backlash from gamers, Ubisoft executives have been doubling down on NFTs while telling us that we don't get it, that this is the future, and that one day we'll all have this collective epiphany about how beneficial NFTs are for all of us. It is abundantly clear that gamers see through this charade, with the shallow and greedy attempts by developers like Ubisoft to use NFTs exclusively to nickel and dime its customers. Could game developers find use for NFTs within video games? Absolutely, but finding the right implementation and balance is not going to be easy. You see, we choose to play video games as a form of escapism entertainment, but who's going to choose to spend their free time in a world where only a small number of players are able to circumvent any in-game challenge by using real money to purchase ownership of the most valuable items in the game? The vast majority of us would simply switch to another game in which it is an equal opportunity meritocracy where rewards are given based on skill rather than real-world monetary value. None of this means that the technology behind NFTs is useless. Far from it. For example, they could be used for ticketing within the travel and entertainment industries. They could be used for real estate to provide proof of property ownership. They could also be used for medical records, identity verification, academic credentials, intellectual property, and patents. The difference is that every example of practical use for NFTs is based upon their representation of something within the real world, not in their representation of easily replicated digital items with no utilitarian value. For now, crypto technology as a whole is rife with insider traders artificially inflating the value of cryptocurrencies and NFTs. Con artists, corruption, scammers, speculators, and is therefore too volatile to be taken seriously by anyone who can't sensibly manage the current inherent risks. But as usual, these are just my thoughts. Let us know what you think in the comments below. Catch you guys next time.